Hello, welcome to my channel. Here I will show you the insides of a Seeed Studio Wheel Tracker L1 Pro. I really like this unit. It has a very long battery life, GPS, and yeah, it's everything you need as a Meshcore companion or as a node in the Meshtastic network. I am using Meshcore right now. I used to do Meshtastic, but everyone in the area is moving over to Meshcore right now. One big problem with these ones is that they are supplied with a RP-SMA connection on the antenna, as you can see. And all my antennas are SMA. So my antenna has a male connection and the RP-SMA is a male connection too, so they will never fit together. So what I will do here is that we are going to open it up, check out the insides, and then we're going to replace it with a SMA connection. So I can use all my antennas because I have a load of antennas. And this stock antenna isn't really the best either, so I really want to use in this one or some other of my antennas. I can just tell you shortly, this one is from AliExpress. Since I'm in Europe, we use 868 megahertz. I think this antenna is really good. It works better with the ground plane, but just stock like this, it works really good. So let's open this one up. I can tell you right now that all the buttons are just like put in place here, so it will be a bit finicky to get them back when we're assembling it, but we're gonna sort that out. And also make sure you have it turned off when you remove the antenna. You can burn up the transmitter if you don't. Okay, so let's start working on this. I found that the screws, I don't know if the head is weird. I went through all my bits and I couldn't find one working really well with these screws. I don't know, maybe I lost the correct bit. So let's open it up. And right away, one button is lost, the menu button. And this is the joystick button. You can just lift it up. It's just placed on there. I can zoom this in a bit. So the board is just holding these buttons on the left side in place. So when we lift it up, they're just gonna fall. And you can see the battery here. It's a 2 amp hours. That's quite good for such a small device. So I got all the buttons out. This is the start button and this is the reset button. If you can see that. So let's check out the connections here. You even have a solar connection. It's actually, there isn't a slot for it. to in the bottom here, so you couldn't really use it, I guess. But you could make it to a solo node. I don't really know what the groove connection is for. We check the backside. Here is the transmitter, and the SMA connection, or IPEX connection is there, and we're gonna remove that shortly. You can see over here in this corner is the GPS antenna. Antenna connection. Here is the GPS antenna in the top here. So we're just gonna remove this quickly. You have to be a little bit soft on these ones. They can break here on the connection, so I never had one break, but if you just do it softly, or if you have like a plastic blade of some sort, you could shove it under and like push it up. If you can push it up straight up, it would be the best. So we have everything opened up here, and I am going to need some tools, so I will be back shortly with the correct tools to remove the RP-SMA cable. So I am back with the correct tools to remove the RP-SMA connection here. As you can see on the back side here, it's held in place with two plastic brackets. My lighting isn't the best, so you don't have to hold it on the back side. And it wasn't really tight either. So okay, we have it removed. The one I'm using is a bit longer. It doesn't really matter. It's such a short distance, and yeah, it won't be a problem. So I'm going to push this in here. I think we had this one first, and then a washer, and down the sometimes it can be easier if you like twist them around, so you get the alignment better with the connection here. Like right now it's facing away, so if you just twist it for like a turn, so you could easier work with it. A little bit more. Okay, something like that, I think. Still a bit off. This is always, it doesn't matter, it's always a pain to push this in. So I got the new cable installed, and it made connection here. Just gonna make sure I didn't pull out the GPS cable. So I feel that we are ready to assemble this again. So I think the easiest thing is to hold it like this and place the buttons in. You have to make sure that as you can see, it's not really centered. It's a part that is the switch is going to slide into, and make sure it gets like in the top here, like this. So we need to hold it a bit together. So we got the joystick. That one slides on quite a bit, so it's not gonna fall off. But this button is really annoying. It's barely on there. Yeah. Yeah, that one is really hard. Just gonna place it down. Okay, so let's get this. Yes, I got it. So now we got everything. We need the screws. Okay, so we got it assembled. You can still use the joystick. You can push this button, you can push the reset button. And we're not gonna start it because we need an antenna. First I'm gonna tighten this screw even more. Not too bad, but there we go. Okay, so finally we can use my favorite antennas. Okay, so let's turn it on. At least it's starting up. And I'm going to get my phone and we can try sending a message. Okay, so now I finally got my phone here and we can try sending a message from this device. It's already been connected to the network, so we should be able to hear some repeats when we try sending a test message. Ah, we got 3 repeats. It's the same as before because these are my 3 repeaters I have in close proximity to my location. We are currently building out a larger network here where I live. We are transitioning from Meshtastic to Meshcore. And I'm hoping to do more videos about Meshcore. I think it's a really nice application. I could do like a cons and pros of Meshtastic and Meshcore. Meshtastic is a really nice application. They have a nice interface and you get very good telemetry from all your nodes. But the whole idea with the meshing doesn't really work in an environment like where I live. In a huge city when you have hundreds of nodes, perhaps that works better, I don't know. The idea with Meshcore is to use repeaters instead on high points spread out, and that you will cover the area. Also, the Meshtastic community has developed war driving, which I find to be really, really fun to just drive around with my car or my bicycle, checking connections with local repeaters. And that also gives me a idea of where I need to work more, where I have to place more repeaters. So yeah, I really like Meshcore, and I think that's what we are going to stick to for the foreseeable future. We've been using Meshtastic for like 2 years now, and we have had a lot of issues with that. It's just recently when we transitioned to different frequencies from the standard frequencies that we actually got a working network. Those frequencies we switched over to are the same frequencies that Meshcore uses. And the standard frequencies on Meshcore is not colliding with everyday use things like water meters, power meters. When you live in a city like I do, there is a lot of things polluting the 868 band, and we couldn't get messages through because there are so many water meters and power meters, and like weather stations use 868, and they are all smack in the middle of the 868 band, and that doesn't work for us. So with like Meshcore or Meshtastic, when we went over to a different frequency, we used I don't really remember the standard frequencies. As you can see here, we're using the EU UK narrow, so it's 869.618, but the bandwidth is 62.5, so we are in the higher end range of 868, the legal band to use, and it's much smaller band. Meshtastic long fast, it uses a 250 kilohertz bandwidth in the middle of the band, and you lose so much in the middle because of all other components in the network or frequency, and that doesn't work. So that's everything. Everything worked, and I'm hoping to do more videos. If you like this, please leave a comment, and I will happily do more videos. I'm currently working on placing tree nodes with a drone, with dropping a line with a weight over branches, and I was thinking I would record that and make a video of it. So hit like and subscribe if you like this. Thank you.